That was a good one.
That was
Scared,
good.
scared the pup.
Oh, sorry, Penelope.
Oh, it's okay.
Penelope.
Penelope. This episode of the Up and Up was brought to you by the letter C and the number 19.
Boy, oh boy. This is just, it just keeps getting crazier, honestly.
I mean, first off, I'm a pro at this.
Yeah, definitely.
'Cause this is like-
you've got in your reps.
Yeah, I mean, this is month 3 for me where I've been pretty much self-quarantined.
I don't understand how people are doing it. Maybe this is how I realize that I'm actually an extrovert, but I've reached like mind-breaking levels of isolation at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't peg you as an extrovert.
Yeah, you would or wouldn't?
Wouldn't.
Yeah. Most people wouldn't, but like I am like
I mean, because I'm married to one.
an extrovert?
Introvert.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
And you're not Christy.
Yeah, Kara's definitely also introverted for sure.
Yes.
But yeah, it's like I've reached the level where I'm craving human interaction. Like,
I'm not doing that at all. The hell with people.
I see strangers walking down my road who I don't recognize, and I'm like, I should go talk to them. And I'm like, what? I would never fucking do that in a million years. But I just want to talk to people. Like, that's all I want to do. I miss it so much.
Yeah, I would love to just kind of feel better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's been like 3 months of feeling like shit.
It definitely doesn't help for me in like the isolation part that like I was previously a school teacher, so like a lot of my a lot of my daily energy was exerted through interacting with other people, and now that Kara is the only person I really interact with, it's like
I'm really sorry for that.
it's getting pent up. It shouldn't bring a lot to the table.
Start the episode.
All right. Welcome to the Up and Up podcast.
Love it. Nailed it. That was a good one.
So besides being sick, how are you?
I have a dog. I have a puppy.
How is that?
Well, you remember a few weeks ago we said that there was a puppy that got like super sick?
Yeah.
And we weren't getting it.
Uh-huh.
And then you decided to bring up a game that was made by PETA.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted to punch you over the microphone.
I remember.
Okay. Well, that dog survived, and they contacted us. They contacted us on like Wednesday. Just be like, hey, so she's okay. Vet gave her a perfect bill of health, and we are
good.
sending her here. So she's
nice.
yours if you want her. So we didn't tell the boy.
Yeah.
We kept it
a surprise for him.
Yeah, well, we did we killed 2 birds with 1 stone. She had to drop off some baby clothes and some baby stuff to a friend at her work that's having a baby in the apocalypse.
Oh, nice. What a time.
She'd be the first to go, let's just be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's a liability at this point.
Mm-hmm. If she even gives birth to a regular baby, it could be a zombie baby like Day of the
what
Dead.
if this comes out and it's just like just the green?
Yeah. Eats its way out of the womb.
And just like peas COVID. So yeah, we told him that we just had to do that, and he was fine with it. He was annoyed that the drive was so long because it was in Jersey.
Right.
But we got there, and then we were like, well, Fletchy, we have a surprise for you. And then weirdest thing, like we had to go through this whole protocol. Petco or PetSmart I think it was PetSmart. PetSmart, they sent us like an email on how we were supposed to do this. Like, everyone was supposed to stay in the car. They were going to bring the dog over.
Yeah, they're doing like all curbside service.
Oh no, we weren't even at the curb. We were like away from the store. We're like, they said park at the farthest parking spot away from the store. They will walk the dog over to you and just like hand it to you through the window. Then we're supposed to play with it, see how we like it, see if it's nice, and then only one of us goes back into the store, fills out the adoption forms, and then left. So weird, just weird.
What kind of scenario would you have to be in to like walk back into the store and just be like, I hate it, give me another one? Try again.
It's like, are you kidding me now? This is insulting. What do you think I am?
Are you mocking me? Bringing me these shitty dogs?
Fucking dog has one eye and one leg. Are you kidding me? Perfect bill of health, my ass.
I mean, other than the eye and the leg, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, it did survive. It currently has survived one virus, and I guess it's about to survive a second one. So
yeah, so
it is a zombie dog.
How excited was the kid?
He was very okay. This was adorable, and I know it's not something that's like on point with our listeners. Adorable. Mm-hmm. People don't come here to listen to adorable. But the first thing he said was, Daddy, my wish came true. I got a puppy. I was like, oh, that hurts.
Yeah, it's moments like that like is why you have
like,
kids, I assume.
He's like, I threw a coin in a fountain and I wished for a puppy and I got her.
Yeah, so every day
Stop.
that you like you speak his name through gritted teeth. Yeah. It's worth it for that moment.
Exactly.
That's
but she's a good pup. She listens pretty well.
That's good.
No barking.
Wow.
A few times when I got her like wound up, she barked. Mm-hmm. Radar doesn't seem to mind her.
I figured it'd probably be a slow acclimation for him.
They're not best friends, but they can easily hang out in the same room together.
That's good.
Like she doesn't bother him, and he doesn't bother her.
Maybe they'll get to a point where they'll be better.
Yeah, I honestly want them to be best friends and sleep together.
Yeah,
and then have a cat dog. What's new in you? I saw an amazing video of you today.
Oh, did you? Which one did Kara send?
Oh, how many were there?
I mean, honestly,
saw the
my
one...
life lately has been just her taking random videos of me and sending them to other people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you did say you wanted to become a cam boy.
That's true. I'm getting ready.
I mean, this will get you in there. Foot in the door.
Was it the bidet footage? Me testing it?
It was you turning your toilet into a water fountain.
Yeah, it's fun. And now when I'm thirsty in the middle of the night, I can just take it when I like go piss. I can then also just turn it on and open my mouth.
You should like draw a little X on the wall where it hits.
Where it hits. Yeah, I get it now. I used to wonder why people who had bidets talked about it so
I
much.
100% want a bidet. Always wanted a bidet. I only am concerned about it's cold water. I'm assuming you didn't get the heated one.
No, because of
you have to have electric.
Well, you don't. So this company, the issue though is like your bathroom downstairs at your house, it wouldn't work for. So the company that I bought it from has a non-electric heated version where you just need to have the toilet be near the sink so you can access the sink's hot water valve. And then you can use that to determine like how warm the water is. But if I'm being completely honest,
you don't mind it?
I kind of dig it.
Well, I have to deal with the toilet burp, so I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah. I mean the bidet water, it is like it's a little startling at first because it is cold, but then after a second, it's like you know how when like if you go swimming in a pool that's a little too cold, or like a fresh body of water,
if you
like
stick
a
your head on,
spring-fed,
if you just completely dive in, you're good.
yeah, that's kind of what it's like. Like, I don't turn it on slowly. I just go right for my setting. Like, there's different pressure levels. Ooh. I go right for the one that's good for me, and I just let it go until I feel clean.
I like it.
And it's like surprising.
My buddy got one.
I wiped afterwards. I used a baby wipe to double check, and I'm like, holy crap, this is squeaky clean.
Squeaky clean.
It's amazing.
Life changing.
Can't
wait to poop again.
Oh my god. I honestly, after I installed it, I spent the whole day trying to like conjure a poop.
You're just like eating beans and broccoli.
Oh yeah. Just anything high fiber. I'm gnawing on like the countertops and just like trying so hard to just have to go. But it's amazing. Totally makes sense. Best like $60 I ever spent in my life.
Nice. Speaking of things for $60, how's Animal Crossing going?
Oh boy, I still love it. It's amazing. It seems like you're pretty hooked on it though.
I mean, if I could play it.
Yeah.
I ended up getting all the fruits, and
which is awesome. I haven't even done that yet.
I'm really into the customized, like the create your own graphics.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be a cool point for you. I can't wait to get my upNup hoodie.
Yeah, official licensed upNup. Honestly, it's so good. I think we need to make it.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I'll look into it. I haven't. No.
You have not seen it. Wow.
Did you post a picture of it?
Do you even follow us on Twitter?
Oh, I don't look at what we tweet.
I guess that's true because we're both logged into the same account.
Yeah, unless it gets a response. That's the only time I look at it.
Well,
I'm going to go check it out now. You can
I
get
feel
my
like,
live reaction.
I feel like people just might be too afraid to talk to us.
We got one response.
Did we?
Yeah, to a tweet for tonight's episode. Oh my god, that's awesome. It looks so good.
Right?
Yeah,
it actually looks
incredible.
Actually, that's the old version. The new one looks a lot better.
I love that it says "the" on the front.
I know, right? I thought of that right on the because I wanted it on the back because you're mostly looking at the back of your character.
Right.
So
that's amazing.
I was like, well, what the hell do I put on the front?
Wow.
And it came to me like right away.
That's so
and then
good.
I got my Skulldora. Which is really creepy because I walk around and like when you come out of houses, it's like the first thing you see is this skull.
Yeah.
Man,
but
I mean, you've played this game before. Is it a lot different from the other ones?
Fairly different. It's not dramatically different. It is a little. There's like less bugs, which I miss. I mean, I'm assuming that when the summertime comes is when we'll see like.
I mean, it's not really a bug month, or it is like it's based on real time, right? So like,
yeah, it is.
If the summer
that's
would
why
have
we're
more
getting
bugs.
a lot of butterflies and stuff, but
yeah.
I'm excited to start having like the beetles and cicadas and all those crazy things showing up.
Yeah, I can't remember if I caught anything that. I don't think I've caught anything that crazy.
Yeah,
I've caught a stink bug and a man face bug or whatever the heck that thing.
Yeah,
a tiger
man
bug.
Face stink bug.
The monarch butterfly or emperor.
Emperors, no. Yeah, the blue one.
Those
Monarchs
sell for
don't come until summer. Yeah,
those sell for a good amount.
Yes, they do.
Tarantulas sell for like $8,000.
Yeah. Have you gotten the Tarantula Island yet?
No.
Oh, okay. So,
is there an island that's just covered in tarantulas?
Yep. It is more tarantulas than your inventory can hold.
Oh wow, that's a lucky day. I know how to catch them real easy too.
Yeah, you have to
dig a trap.
Yeah, so that's what you do. So Tarantula Island is literally you land on the island and then there's a big thing of water and then an island inside like the lake. And that's the part that's full of tarantulas. So like you go on and you build like just a circle of holes.
Yeah.
And then the tarantulas can't get you. And then you can
net
catch
them from the outside.
Yeah, it's smart, but you can only get it by using your ticket after like 9 p.m. And it's like a rare circumstance.
Oh, I was going to say, I use most of my tickets after 9 p.m. Yeah.
Yep, it's an unusual, like, they're tough to get, but when you get them, it's a great way to pay off your loans. I'm excited for you to unlock the terraforming aspect. I think you'll enjoy that too.
I just want to be able to relocate my house and my store.
Right.
Cause, dude, I got my Switch has been perfectly fine, and I played the piss out of it. It just now got the left Joy-Con drift.
Man,
and it's
sucks.
been driving me insane. It's so bad. If I like move my joystick at all, if I like go and do something, I'll be at the top of the screen when I get back. Like it literally will just get like it's not stuck like physically,
right?
But it's just pressing on it, and it just I don't know. Maybe I'll take it apart. I heard there's a way to take it apart and clean it or something. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. So, because I mean, it's not working really. That it's about to the point where I don't think I can use it almost.
Ooh,
like
that
I can't.
Bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. Like if I touch it, like that's what happened to the store. I wanted to select let me see it or let me imagine it, and it just switched it. This is the one I want. Put it right here. Dude, I was standing in front of my dock. I just wanted to see what it looked like, and like it's one space in front of my dock. So now when you come off my dock, you have to walk around the store.
I mean, Tom Nook probably loves it because it's the first thing you see.
You know what? I had someone visit my island, and they were like, "That's really convenient for your friends. That's a smart place to put it." I was like, "This was not by choice. This was thrust upon me."
I'm happy you're enjoying it, though. Like, I would feel terrible if you hated it.
Yeah, I mean, I would have made you give me $60. And I know. And you just bought that bidet. I would have made you give me your bidet. Actually, you've used it. I don't think I want it now.
It's self-cleaning. It's perfect.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. When
That's
you
nice.
Like when you stop using it, when it tucks away, its head goes behind this little shield so that like you don't get any poopy on it. And then it sprays water off of the shield to clean itself.
Wow.
It's very, very cool.
Man, I think we need to just stop talking about video games and just do like bidet reporting.
Yeah, I mean, that's I know mattress reviews is a huge market on YouTube. We can probably make a decent amount of money trying to do bidet
just get
reviews.
Like a really niche audience and just talk about bidets.
Yeah. I'm going to reach out to the company. I'm not going to say their name yet. I might have said it once already, and I'm not going to say it again just in case. And I'm going to reach out to them and be like, do you want to sponsor us?
Because we'll talk the shit out of you. Where's my Mike and Ike's? Or not my Mike and Ike's. Where's my Good and Plenty?
God, you're... Jesus.
God damn it, Chris. I wanted my sponsorship. I mean, talk about a niche audience. It'd be like me and like Keith.
Yeah. They don't know how email works. So
wow.
They're tough to get a hold of.
Well, send them a pigeon.
Yeah, I might have to send them like a notarized letter to make sure they receive it.
Well, you want to talk a little gaming news before we get into our main topic?
Yeah.
What do you got today? You got any news? I got some news.
I have one thing, but I have a hunch that our gaming news is probably the same.
Is it involve a birthday?
No.
So
awesome.
Go ahead.
Final Fantasy VII is releasing early in physical copy. Yeah, if you ordered
the physical copy.
They are mailing out the U.S. copies this week.
So if I order it right now, can I get it?
I mean, maybe.
Damn it.
But they said in a presser that there's a possibility that you receive yours before the 10th, and if you do, you can still play it. It's not like DMCA locked, so if you start playing it before its street date, you get fucked.
Man.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Because
they were like, I had a physical copy.
They're like, we understand the difficult times that we're in, and as a result, we're going to send all the copies out early. They mailed them today.
They mailed them today.
So they're definitely arriving before April 10th. Even if they send them like standard delivery.
Bestseller. Why is it a deluxe edition? I don't want it. What's the deluxe edition?
Probably comes with a bust of Tifa's bust.
Well, that's the only one available.
Really?
Standard is sold out.
Damn.
But if I order it today, I could still pre-order it.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not doing the same for digital. I'm surprised that they're not like.
I know,
hey,
right? Why would
Friday.
they just release it on digital? That's what I want. I don't need a K. I don't need it. I mean, it's a great game. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if I'm being honest too, I think there are enough like people who love Final Fantasy, love it so much too that I could see tons of nerds like, oh my god, it released digital today, but I have to wait until maybe April 10th for my physical copy. I'm just gonna buy a digital copy too.
I guess. I have a feeling though, if they start seeing people have it by like Friday, they're gonna be like, all right, people have it. This isn't fair. Like literally, it's a button we have to push.
Nintendo broke Animal Crossing's street date for the people because of COVID.
Yes, but wasn't that mostly because of Doom? Did they stagger the releases because they didn't want people going at the same time? Or was that just GameStop?
No, yeah, that was just GameStop. But
they're in trouble again.
Yeah. The street date for Animal Crossing was like 7 p.m. on Thursday. But the downside was digital still only digital you could still only play at midnight. But physical copies you could street date at 7.
Man, they got everything ass backwards.
It especially sucks because like okay, so like for a PlayStation, like a Call of Duty or something, not a big deal because you can preload it. And if people pick it up at 9 o'clock, it's such a big download they won't be able to play until midnight anyway. Whereas like Nintendo, it's nothing. Like I don't know how their files download so fast, but digital games download pretty much instantaneously, almost, depending on how big they are. So like, it would be nothing. You know what I mean? For them to be like, all right, you also release at 7.
I know, right? Oh, well, that's nice. Well, I mean, that would be great. I placed an order. Fuck it.
Did you really?
It's the same price because I put money on a gift card, so they take $10 off.
Gotcha.
And that's all it was the digital was $10 more. I don't know. It wasn't the bike one for like $500. Well, I wanted my news was for a birthday that's coming up.
Okay.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I'm terrible with birthdays.
He'll be well, he won't be 35. He's much older. But Mario is celebrating his 35th year anniversary.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they made they didn't. Nintendo never speculates and never acknowledges or does anything with rumors. But the story is that they are, for 2020, they are going to be re-releasing HD versions of Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Sunshine,
oh my God,
Super Mario 64, Super Mario 3D World, and releasing a new Paper Mario.
Oh, a new Paper Mario, and then the re-release of Sunshine and
which
Galaxy.
I've never played.
Yeah, me neither.
I never had a game. Never had a GameCube.
My parents didn't love me enough.
Wow. Oh, Chris, you want to hear something terrible?
Yeah, I love terrible things.
I worked at Sears.
Yeah.
I found, and she offered them to me. She offered them to me for like $20 a piece, and I don't know why I didn't do it. I found in the back storeroom, and this was 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
I found in the back storeroom 20 Metroid Prime GameCubes, like brand new in box. 20 of them.
Oh, Ty.
With the trilogy. Or the was it? Yeah, the trilogy one. With the controller. Like, the controller alone would have paid for... I could have had 20 GameCube... Oh, my God. Why?
Yeah.
Why? It's because I worked at Sears and had no money, is what happened.
Yeah, but from what I've heard, like, people talk about on, like, podcasts and different things, Sears was, like, one of the easiest places to steal from as an employee.
I don't know. We had, like, an ex-Philly cop as our head of security.
There's a reason he's an ex-cop, Ty.
Dude, he threw a guy through a window. Like, literally threw a guy through a goddamn window. Like, one of the big ones. Like, a big car showroom window. Mm-hmm. Threw him the fuck through it.
Oh, my God.
Just, like, he stole some stuff. He tried to escape. He grabbed him and just, like, pinned him up against it. And he just went through it.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, if you stumbled across those all those years later, like that far in the future, after they were like irrelevant, no one was keeping track of them. They weren't on the books anywhere.
Oh, I know. I know. Oh, well, that was like the manager. She was like, anything we would find in like back storerooms, if there wasn't like a code for it anymore, like if it wasn't coming up, she'd be like, she would just make up prices. Oh. She's like, I'll give you like, I'll do it. Because I asked her how much for one. She's like, $20. And I was like, I don't know why I didn't buy it. It's just because I was like, it's an old system. And I was like, I already had Metroid Prime on the Wii.
Because honestly, what you could have done is been like, all right, I'll buy one. And then sold it. And then came back and been like, now I will buy the rest.
Yeah. I was dumb. I still remember the box, too. It was all shiny.
Oh, my God.
It was covered in dust. I had to, like, dust it off.
Is that your biggest regret? Because that's my biggest regret.
Wow. Let me see how much they sell for.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it's a lot. GameCube stuff has, like, everything Nintendo holds its value, but GameCube especially for some reason.
Wow. I hate my life right now. Oh, wait, that's eBay. That's eBay. You can't go by eBay. That was the box.
No, go back to eBay and look at recently sold.
How do I do that?
Oh, do they not have that tab anymore? You used to be able to filter by recently sold so you can see like competitor pricing.
Okay. Wait. Nintendo. Oh, talk Chris so I can.
Yeah, I just like Nintendo stuff always so many GameStop memories of like everyone in the Cole region has a Wii. It's like the only game system everyone has. So our store used to do tons of like both Wii trade-ins and Wii sales. And like people would come in and be like, how much is a Switch? And like used. And we'd be like,
God damn it, Chris. They're worth like $600 and they're selling for that much.
Mm-hmm. I figured as much. That's
damn
insane.
It, Chris.
If you had one, you could sell it and then pre-order a PS5. If you had two, you could buy a new desktop.
You could stop now, Chris. You need to stop now before I end up killing you.
So, let's see, $600 each, and you said there were about 20.
All right, we're moving on. Welcome to the upNup podcast.
So you lost out on about $12,000. And wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Could have. Dude, I was young and dumb.
Yeah, young, dumb.
I worked at Sears, dude.
Yeah.
They're probably still in there.
Oh, I'm sure. I guarantee you they are. I guarantee you they are because people who were still working at that Sears when it closed don't know what a GameCube is.
Oh, yeah. I should break in.
Oh, my God. Wow.
breaking and entering for $12,000. I'm breaking and entering for $12,000.
Absolutely.
If I knew it was there,
yeah,
I'd find somebody. Actually, I've heard that they're turning that series into like a David Buster's, but with karaoke, like private karaoke booths as well.
Oh, nice. For all the Japanese people in your area.
Honestly, they're really fun. I went to one on my birthday for my 30th.
A private karaoke booth?
Yeah, we went to Chinatown. But it was awesome. It was like 12 of us. We got like sake and sushi. And just
pretty cool.
Went to town.
Right.
You get to pick whatever songs you want. Just scream your little heart out.
And
I like
and you're
karaoke.
You're comfortable, like, because it's your friends. It's not like there are no strangers there. Nobody's like trying hard. Nobody's
I do karaoke at the Sawtown.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Wow.
Yeah,
are there any are there any karaoke heroes there though that go up and try to do like Whitney Houston or something? Something hard?
No, not really. The bartender sings.
Yeah. Well, because like all of the karaoke's in this area,
she's probably the best one. Like the one that sings, like that does the hardest songs there. Because she'll do like Lady Gaga and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
I do Love Shack amazingly.
I bet. I can imagine you.
I do that so spot on. I have yet to find someone that could sing it with me though. Like I need the female part.
Yeah.
Like everyone that I've brought up, like because I'll grab someone random usually. I'll just be like, I need someone to sing Love Shack with me. It's like the people want. It's because that's usually what happens is they will like request it, and I have to go sing it. And I'll just pick like a random girl. Christy did it once, but she's so quiet. You could barely hear her.
Yeah, I just
compared to me too, who's belting it.
Yeah.
So everybody I grab like never knows the lyrics. I'm like, how do you not know the lyrics? Or they play a version that's this weird version that gets like chopped up and has this terrible flow. I never get the right version. So I just want the full song.
That's the hard part about karaoke is it's always like slightly different.
Yeah, something's wrong with it. But other than that, I really don't have too much. I mean, that was news that dropped today. Now that's still just a rumor. But I feel like that's a really precise rumor, and it's not April 1st yet. So,
right.
I mean, unless they move that because of Corona.
April 1st Trump moved to July 15th.
How great of a dick move would it be if Trump just came out and just like, April Fools, Corona's not real, go out.
You're all idiots. You all fell.
You know
for
what
it.
I'm terrified about? Did you ever see the what is it? Key and Peele, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which one does. One of them does a pretty good Obama impersonation.
That's Jordan Peele, the one who made Get Out.
Yes.
Because Keegan-Michael Key is his anger translator in that bit that they used to do.
Gotcha.
Jordan Peele would do Obama, and then he would like pace behind and like shout.
Okay. Did you ever see the deep fake one that he did?
Yes. Yeah.
That was creepy.
It was.
And here's my thinking. What is it from stopping someone that could do like a Trump impersonation, just like posting that?
Yeah,
like doing an impersonation and then saying to go out, and then just letting that spread across the internet. Because here's the other thing: how secure is Trump's Twitter? Because he's just using Twitter.
Well,
what if someone hacked his password?
Not to mention, I mean, the government has found that his Twitter has been compromised more than once.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He
refuses to use the government issued BlackBerry. I know. He only will use his iPhone.
I know, and that terrifies me, because basically we have to have a private company protect the most important person in America.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's someone. There's some intern staffed at the White House though, whose job is to just like perpetually press F5 on their keyboard with his Twitter open, Just to be like, did he say anything? 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 Did he say anything?
Yeah, that worries me. That worries me. I think they should pass some sort of regulation that they have. Like, you can have a personal account, but if you want to address the country...
Oh, they have. They've already said that from his presidential account, he is not allowed to block people. Because it is squandering freedom of speech of people who want to view his Twitter.
He cares nothing about that. Anyway, I don't want to get into politics. We're heading down a very long and slippery road
zone here on the upNup podcast.
We're going to talk about video games.
All right,
Chris.
yeah. So with you getting the new puppy and me taking on a bidet and Animal Crossing, I thought, what better thing
Almost
to discuss?
the same thing.
Pretty much. I mean, they're not much different.
I mean, we're both cleaning up. They're both cleaning up after shit.
Yeah. Not only that, but also too. I mean, depending on, how willing you are to abuse your dog, it can clean your ass just as good as a bidet.
Wow.
But no, so we decided, I texted you this morning and I was like, hey, I've got a good topic and I want to discuss games that give you a sense of accomplishment or, what was the exact wording?
It was accomplishment and responsibility.
Yes. So, a sense of accomplishment or responsibility. And, Animal Crossing, which we've already talked about a bit, is just a great example of that. I mean, everything I do in Animal Crossing, I feel like I'm getting something important done. I feel like a need to check in and complete my daily tasks that I get the bonus miles for. It does give me that sense of accomplishment. I always feel good when I unlock the next step. When I get told that that they're going to make resident services, or when, new villagers move in. I always get that feeling that I get the same as when I get something done at home. How about you?
I like that they pace themselves. This game paces itself really well.
Right.
I like how they're like, you did that. It'll happen tomorrow. It's like that will be built tomorrow. There's literally nothing you could do about that. So go do something else. All right.
Yeah.
That's
and
cool. Don't worry about it. And then you wake up to stuff.
Yeah.
Which
tonight
is cool.
I just got the notification that my resident services building is going to be built, and Tom Nook is kind of he literally pretty much goes, "Fuck off tomorrow, man." You're not going to have access to the ATM. You're not going to have access to my workbench or me. So get it done today, baby, because it's not happening tomorrow.
I have not gotten that far, I don't think.
Oh,
you still have yet to play with me and show me everything?
Once your third villager moves in, that's when it's hard for us to get time to link up, Ty.
Okay.
But so a lot of the advice is don't keep your strength at 10. So don't eat 10 servings of fruit.
I found that out because I messed up a bunch of my boulders and I was really upset about that.
Yeah.
Do they respawn?
Yeah. They do. They come back every day. It's the same as
But if you hit them with a shovel, you could do them a few times a day, right?
So it takes a full day for the 8 hits to recharge. 8 is the maximum amount of hits you can get out of a boulder.
I love that Mario reference.
Yeah.
Even when, and especially you're like, is that a Mario block thing? And then when you get the coin one, then you're like, oh yeah, it definitely is. Well played.
Yeah. So if you break a boulder, it comes back the next day. But the thing is if you break, let's say you go through, I have 4 on my island right now, and if I go and I break all 4, tomorrow I'll only get 1 back. I won't get all 4.
Oh man, is there a finite amount of rocks you get on your island?
I'm sure there's a cap. It's probably 4 or 5.
Huh?
Because your island is
and you
divided
can't bring
up
rocks to your.
Nope.
If I bury a rock and water it,
that
because
might
dude,
work.
we're burying fucking fruit So like whole god, it's just here. Take an orange, throw in the ground.
You can do that in real life though. That's actually
know.
It's a good way to start a garden.
Yeah.
Because of the seeds can feed and
Off
get
the
nutrients
plant,
off of their own fruit.
Yeah, it's just.
But
not...
also, it takes 3 days to grow a full-grown coconut tree.
Also true.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's really no point in getting upset over that.
But no, I mean, Animal Crossing does it really well, and especially like the Nook Miles, giving you those little tasks that you feel like you got to check off is like super satisfying. Any game that has like an accomplishment system, and especially one that isn't like one task at a time. Like I prefer to be like,
that would
here's
be awful.
10 different things you can do.
Yeah, so it's just
like,
so like
instead of it being like a quest.
Yeah, everything is constantly being checked off, which is fun. Yeah, so there's that one. The one that I thought of was, and this was, I guess, more of a job, but I was a big World of Warcraft player.
Oh yeah.
I actually had the alpha.
Wow.
Where there was no it was just all local. There was no online, and there was no sprites. Like you would have to summon things, and it was like a command prompt, so you like a debug mode, so you could type in like spawn sprite, and then you type in a number. Huh. So I just was I wanted to see everything.
Right.
So I think it's went up to 1,000 something. Then I was in the beta, and then vanilla, and I got into a weird thing, and Christy calls this the dark ages of our relationship. The third or fourth time we went through beat Gar, one of the bosses in Molten Core, the first 40-man raid dungeon, which was vanilla. People that are playing the re-release,
old school, yeah.
It is not the same as the original. I don't even care. People were downing Ragnaros in the first week it came out, which was the final boss. But General Gar drops an item called the Bindings of the Windseeker. It's a 2-piece item. It's 2 bosses in the middle of the raid. In the middle of this raid, it's like the 4th and 5th boss. They have a 0.1% chance of dropping this, and the 4th time he went through it, he dropped the first one, and then debate happened because we weren't expecting it, and we had to decide who gets the item, because this is a legendary. Once you put these 2 pieces together and obtain a ridiculous amount of gold and materials, you could go do a secret boss, and then he will drop the sword for you to use. And they gave it to me. I was the rogue. I was the top damage. I was rogue leader. Oh my god, just talking about it now hurts. Oh god, why?
That is one game that I'm thankful my family was too poor for growing up.
Yeah. Well, this was college. This came out freshman year of college.
I was mad at the time because I loved Warcraft 3 and Warcraft 3 The Frozen Throne. So when I heard World of Warcraft was coming out, and my mom and stepdad were like, nope, it's a monthly subscription. We're not doing it. I was so mad at them.
Christy just texted me. She just texted nerd.
But now hindsight, I'm just like, I'm glad. Because RuneScape wasn't bad enough for me.
But here's the thing. This is what happened. That second piece didn't drop for 2 years. I had to go on every raid because my anxiety took over. I was like, this will be the time it drops, and somebody else will get the piece. And then next week, the piece that I have will drop again, and then they'll get the Thunder Fury, and then we have to empty the entire guild's coffers to get him the Thunder Fury, and I'll have half a piece and still have to raid for another 2 years. But I finally got it. It was amazing. and I was still top damage dealer well into. I used that sword all the way into the end of the first expansion. Like, I was still using that weapon.
So now is that why Christy calls it the Dark Times, just because of how like carried away? Oh,
we couldn't do shit.
You got?
We couldn't do shit because I was broken. But she was very like, she's an introvert, so it's not like she wanted to go out to college parties or anything.
Right.
But she would have liked to, talk to me.
Yeah, she just wanted you to, maybe pay attention to her slightly, to some extent.
Yeah, I'm glad she stuck with me.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not the only one who has that story with Warcraft, though. I've heard it 100 times.
I know. Man, that got its claws in you. I've tried to play it. I tried to play it 2 more times. Couldn't.
Yeah.
Just couldn't get back into it.
Good. You're a father now. You can't.
It's changed
you can't
so
do that.
much. I like the long, methodical, drawn out of the original.
I did the same with RuneScape. Even tried to play old school RuneScape when they released that, and I was just like, no, it's not for me anymore. I just can't do it. I don't have the attention span. Like, just not interested. Well, we got a tweet here from at Cursona YouTube, who responded. So I sent out a tweet earlier that said, we're recording this evening and want to hear from you, uppers. What games do you play that give you a sense of responsibility or productivity? And at Cursona YouTube said, Super Mario Odyssey. Working towards getting a moon is just satisfying. At work, I would play on my Switch, and I felt like I accomplished something in those 15 minutes instead of just waiting to go back to work. I would also throw Celeste in there as well. And
I've never played Celeste.
Yeah, I
so
haven't played it yet either.
many good things about it, but then I look at it and I was just like, this kind of looks like Super Meat Boy.
Yeah,
and I really didn't like. I did care. Like, it was fun. I just kind of really passed that off like real quick.
Yeah,
but I've heard Celeste is a lot like there's a rich story there.
Yeah, I've heard the same, and I will say, Cursona, I completely agree about Super Mario Odyssey. That game hooked its claws into me so freaking hard, and I 100%ed it, and then I kind of regret I traded it in because it had like a surge where they were doing like $35 for it, and after I 100%ed it, I was like, oh, I'll never play it again. And now I just want to play it again so bad. Like, I want to do another playthrough.
They added so much stuff to it, like, later.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they added stuff after I got rid of it, unfortunately.
The only time I ever sold games ever to anything, the GameStop or for trading, was to get Diablo 2.
Oh, man, Diablo
I didn't have the money for it. I traded in, I think, like 6 games to get it. Like Super Nintendo games. Like, I had to make some tough decisions.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even remember what I got rid of.
The only games I trade in now are if I've gone more than a year without picking it up, I trade it in. And
yeah, I have that collector's mentality. I still have my Nintendo. Yeah.
Oh, I do for retro stuff, but like with the new era, it just has gone away.
Yeah, I mean the Switch, I have 2 like actual physical games, and the one was just because it came with that spaceship game, with the Star Fox one.
Yeah, Star.
And then Breath of the Wild, which is which has never left the console. So once again, I have no idea where the damn memory card or the game goes in.
But yeah, I do. So if I haven't picked up the game in at least a year, I get rid of it. Or if it's a yearly release game. So like, for example, Madden, even though it would be so convenient for me to just get the digital Madden every year, I always buy a physical copy because when June rolls around, they usually do some sort of thing where it's worth like $20 or $15 to trade in. So I will do that just to get a few extra dollars because it's useless to me once the new one releases in August. Like,
I see what you're saying.
Nothing. You know what I mean?
That makes
and then
sense.
it's also worth like 50 cents.
I see. Well, I thought of one that you haven't mentioned. Do you have more than one? Because you're honestly sitting on one that is a gold mine right now.
Well, I was gonna say The Witcher is another one that feels very satisfying to me. Like even when it comes to like making potions or poisons or any of that stuff, like every aspect of that game, I feel very like zen almost. In like,
I always liked in The
done.
Witcher he was like a tactician, like a strategist. Yeah. I really wanted them that one fight in The Witcher 2. I honestly, this might be a hot take. I like The Witcher 2 better than The Witcher 3.
Yeah, I agree. The Witcher 2 was far better than The Witcher 3. I like The Witcher 3 a lot graphically, but I completely agree. The Witcher 2 is far better.
Okay, all right. At least I'm not alone. Yeah, Witcher 3 was just like had no direction. Like,
well, no,
you could have like this huge epic thing, and then you're like, I need to go do something else. I mean, everything in little parts was amazing. Like that was the thing.
Yeah,
like quest lines were amazing.
The issue with The Witcher 3, in my opinion, the reason it feels that way is because whereas all of the other Witcher games were pretty linear, like The Witcher and then The Witcher 2 was pretty like linear. The Witcher 3 is incredibly open to you, which can feel overwhelming at times, but there's no like proper order to complete things in. Like there's none.
Yeah.
It just doesn't exist. So it makes the game feel a little bit more sloppy and a little less like
and that's
themed.
Just the trade-off. I mean,
right.
I mean, I 100% get that. Yeah, I don't even know how they could have changed that. Like maybe had, like maybe seasons or something that certain things only could happen.
Yeah.
At parts of the year or something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like
I think
chapter like the same world but chapters
right.
in it or something. But no, the one I was thinking about that because you were talking about responsibility and selling off games. You're sitting on a gold mine with Ring Fit Adventure.
That's true.
Those things have been selling like they can't keep them on. They're sold out.
Yeah,
because everybody's stuck at home and wants to exercise.
Those and Switches both. And it makes sense, man. That game is so fun.
Have you played it recently?
I have, yeah. And
good.
It is.
Have you? Tell me about it. I want an update because talk about a game that's responsibility.
Oh yeah, I mean it definitely. It's. From last time I talked about it, the difficulty level increases. It's got you getting down on the floor and doing like planks and crunches and stuff, and like
burpees.
It's more. I haven't done any burpees yet. I don't know if I could. Burpees would become pukies pretty fast, I'm sure. But it definitely has like an upscale in difficulty, which is good to see. That it feels like proportionately challenging.
That's good.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of those things that if you like, it's not like a regular video game that you could put down for a couple months and then jump back in.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You would totally have to start over.
The one thing that I would change about it, if I could change anything, is similar to how like Animal Crossing has like your best friends list and stuff. I would love to be able to add people to like my progress in the game, or to like have people on my friends list where we can like share progress with each other, because personal accountability is difficult. But if I know that there's another person who like could see something and call me out on my shit, it will make sure. So you
basically want like a personal trainer.
Not even a personal trainer, just like I want my friend John to have the ability to be like, "Hey, fat boy, you didn't pick up the game today. What's going on?"
Oh, okay. So you basically want to have a competition with other people.
Yeah, or just even the ability to shame me, to see that like I want to log in and it to say like Chris didn't complete his challenges today, and then my friend John to like be able to text me and be like, "What are you doing?" Because like,
I like that.
The same goes like when I would go to the gym. If I would go alone, I would be there for like 30 minutes at most. But if I went with my friend, I would be there for an hour plus and like work really hard the whole time. And it's just because that like I don't want
to impress.
Yeah, of course you're trying to impress somebody.
Yeah.
Like it's human nature.
Huh.
So I would love like a more social aspect of the game.
You know, I would love for Nintendo to just get on board with that and make a proper a proper community on the Switch.
Yeah.
Like friend codes. And
friend codes and QR codes for the creation and
oh my god.
And having to download the Nintendo Switch online and then a Nook companion too or whatever like
exactly. And
it's such a headache.
I used to play Splatoon. Mm-hmm. That was a nightmare. We just basically just called everybody and went on like a phone group chat.
Oh yeah, that's what we do when when my friends and I play Smash. We just do a Discord group chat together.
Oh, we just called each other on our phones. It was terrible. I mean, I would love for them to do like an achievement system and how about this? I just don't understand why none of the other companies do this. Or maybe they do and I don't get enough achievements, but why can't these achievements get you something? Like, you have this huge gaming score on Xbox that means nothing other than you played a lot. Like, let it unlock
That's capitalism,
stuff.
Baby. That's capitalism for you.
Yeah, but they could
used to
get more people to play games if they were going to get something. Give them a stupid avatar thing.
It used to, though. There used to be on Xbox 360, there was like a...
You could if you got certain achievements, you got an avatar item.
Well, not just that, but it wasn't that necessarily, I don't think, but I know for sure there was like a spaceship that you could like manage and like was a mini game built into the 360. So like the more gamer score points you got, you could get like you could upgrade parts of your ship. And like
well, that's fantastic. I wish I knew of that.
Like,
but why
staff
I don't understand why other people.
Because nobody did it on Xbox, and Xbox was like, cool, that was a total waste of our time.
Well, they did it really dumb. No one wants to play a stupid game. People want to show off their shit to other people. Yeah. Like, Nintendo just give us... You already have, like, an avatar system with the Miis.
Right.
Like, you could just give us stuff.
Oh, yeah, or, absolutely.
I don't know, just anything. Just have it like every achievement gives you like 1 gold coin.
Right.
And so then you get 100 achievements, you get $1 off. Yeah. I mean, it's not a lot, but I mean they really don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
And you would feel like that little bit of like, when you bought a game and you had like, 300 achievements and that game's like $3 cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had some more coins from buying other games.
Yeah, and then you
you got a game for like $15 off. That makes you feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes you feel good.
And it's not like they're really doing much. Like that would be not like that hard to do. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But yeah, no, I totally understand that the Ring Fit would be a lot more fun if you had, constant banter / shaming / encouragement.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's nothing that works better for personal wellness than shame. So we had another person on Twitter, Jeffrey Kunkel at Nerdtastic91686. He said, "My do menial tasks but cute or cool games are Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, and No Man's Sky.
Ooh.
Finishing one of the greats again or for the first time, Mega Man X, Super Metroid, or 100%ing an old favorite again, all 4 of the Shovel Knight campaigns."
Ooh,
and then he also included Hearthstone when he wins. So those are all the games that give him a sense of accomplishment or responsibility.
Wow. Totally agree on Stardew Valley. As a game, I wish I could really get love more.
Yeah, I wish I could. I want to so bad. Like in principle, I love the game, but every time I try to pick it up, I'm just so overwhelmed.
Exactly.
By it.
Every time because you know what it is. It's that I usually check out after the first dance.
Yep.
Like the pit or whatever it is, the festival, and no one likes you, and you're just like, am I doing something wrong, or is this just I shouldn't be able to get someone to like me by that time,
right?
Because there's so many people, and I never know what and the walking back and forth is awful. That between the farm and the town, and the energy drain. I don't know. I feel like it could do without the energy meter.
Yeah. I
like,
think
there's
it
just
would
so much,
definitely
like,
benefit.
just like you have to get home by a certain time. Because there's been times when I've played that game, and I'm already exhausted by like 11 a.m. And I know you're supposed to eat more food and stuff, but then I have like no food to sell.
Right. Yeah, you're cutting into profits.
I do like the cave though. I kind of wish that there was like combat in Animal Crossing. Because I do like going down in that cave and fighting all the monsters and stuff, and like the dungeon crawler thing.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, it would be interesting if Animal Crossing had an aspect like that.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with it as is.
I like that he also mentioned No Man's Sky. That's a game.
One I hear a lot of, like, a sense of accomplishment, like you feel like you did something.
I should get back into that game. You know, when I could go back downstairs and like play it on my theater, like on the theater. Right. I never not liked that game. Like, I always enjoyed that game. Everyone was hating on it, and I just guess people were following it and thought that it was just going to be so much more than it was, and they were disappointed.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that game was fun for me. There was like a method to it.
My issue with it was it felt like similar to how you said with The Witcher, kind of. It felt aimless to me.
Yeah.
Like it felt like nothing I did mattered.
Yeah.
And like literally like 2 hours into playing it, I'm like, why am I doing this? None of this matters. Like,
yeah,
it made me very nihilist.
Yeah, there's like no one that could see you. There's no one that you could talk to. This is all just for you. The planets kind of remind me of Spore.
Yes, they did. Very much of Spore, which I loved. I loved Spore.
I loved Spore until it got to the city part.
Yes.
Like part 1 and part 2 were fantastic. Like where you're the germ and then the actual creature.
Yeah, those parts were fun. It gets fun again at the end when you're like when civilization starts to collapse. It gets fun again.
Oh, I did not stick with it that long apparently. Well, that's cool. Yeah, No Man's Sky. I really liked it. I've heard it's amazing now. They have I did get back into it a little while ago. I wanted to try out the VR, but it's the warping kind, and I just hate that. I've been watching somebody play Half-Life Alyx, which I really wish I could play. But I've watched like 4. I tried to start watching it with like 4 people, and only one person switched it to the like moving controls where you actually move. I can't watch it on the other. It's so jarring. It doesn't make any sense.
Really
I don't know why people want to play with that teleport mode.
It's so hard to follow.
And it's the default mode.
That's what's wild to me.
I watched him go into the options and change it.
I think that's why so many people played on the teleport mode. Is because it's
I know they don't
default.
know it's because it's the default, and it like he had to go in. There's like 4 options too. There's like teleport with just teleport with like, but also with walking, and then like walking with like quick turns. I forget, but yeah, there was a few options, and I remember the default was the porting, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it that much in Trover, but they had like a way around it. Is basically your analog stick controlled Trover, and then you were the Chairorpian that could teleport and go up and down and stuff because you were stuck in a chair, but you were actually controlling something. I just don't understand why anyone would want to play with that teleport. I feel like I heard the person who was playing it, I heard him say that some people play it because it's less motion sickness, and I feel like that's more motion sickness.
It's definitely more jarring. Like I
Yeah.
watched a gameplay of it that was pretty short, but it was still like I found myself being like, wait a minute, where are they? Because it wasn't like a linear. They were like cutting around in it. So like there was a couple times where I'm like, whoa, was that just like a significant cut in time in the game? And it's like, nope, they just teleported to the end of this hallway and it looks way different from down here.
Yeah. I just feel like you lose such a sense of immersion, especially for a VR game. You want it.
Yeah.
Immersion is key.
Right.
So, yeah. I wish I could play it. I'm not buying an $800 VR headset.
What? Why not?
Well, I mean, if one of our patrons, what if they want to send me one, I'll do a review copy. I'll do a review.
Okay.
I could get into reviews.
I think you'd be good at it.
I think if I read from like something I wrote down, I could nail it.
Not off the top of the dome, though.
Yeah, I don't want to do it off the top of the dome. I want some clever words. See, I can't even think of things right now.
Another one that Jeff mentioned, though, that gets me pretty good is CCGs. He said Hearthstone. Stuff like Hearthstone.
What does CCG stand for?
CCG is card collector games.
Ah.
So Hearthstone. There's one I play on my iPad called Eternal.
I thought it was
really,
competitive
really good.
card game.
Both works. I mean, it might be competitive, actually. Maybe I've gotten it wrong all these years. I'm going to look it up. Oh, you're going to beat me to it.
China Coast Guard.
Oh.
Collectible card game.
Oh, it is collectible.
Or a TCG.
Clinical
it's a trading card game.
Yeah, TCG is, yeah.
Like the physical version?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like anything that has like a sense of I did this. Like you build the deck, you use the deck, like anything like that like makes me feel so rewarded. Like
you know
it's just a point of pride.
I'll tell you a game that I played that was hot for a quick minute and then just kind of disappeared. Did you ever play Faster Than Light or FTL?
No, I want to really badly though.
Okay,
isn't that
they
the
made
space roguelike?
Yes. Well, they made
Is it on
second...
Switch or anything?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I think I have it on Switch. They've made there's a second one that they made, Into the Breach.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of it.
That one makes you feel like you're a chess master.
Really?
It's all the attacks and stuff are not only you can kill so many things without just damage, like that direct damage, but by playing with the environment or pushing people. A lot of the moves that you'll gain for your squad, you pick a squad of 3, and you pick different vehicle tanks. They're basically tanks. They all do different things. Like some of them has like a missile, and when it hits, it pushes everything away from the epicenter, and the epicenter would do like 1 damage, which isn't that much damage. It's the push that mattered. So it's all about, and you get to do all your moves, and then the enemy gets to do all their moves. Once they lock in their moves, though, they still will follow through with their moves on the next turn. So if you can push people and get out of the way, and then push their guys into the way of their fire, once the turn starts, you just watch basically all your strategies just kind of come out. And it feels so rewarding when you see just, all right, this guy's going to shoot that guy. He's going to push him into the wall, which is going to do another layer of damage. But then he's going to be over one more spot, and then he's going to shoot, which is going to, instead of shooting the guy that he wanted to shoot, which was me, he's now going to shoot like a dam that's holding a river back. That's going to flood where he's standing, and he'll die. And you basically have to plan out this whole strategy and then just hit like engage and watch it all happen. And that feels really good.
Yeah, that sounds.
I honestly say I like that game better than FTL, but I played FTL a lot longer because it was a lot harder. Into the Breach was. FTL is a little bit more like spaz like quick responses. Okay. Like you'll get invaded, or your ship will catch on fire, and you have to close doors and then vent the oxygen out to put the fire out. But then you have to close the door again and open it so you can get a guy in there to start repairing it. Because if something caught too much on fire, it might have been your life support. So now your oxygen levels are decreasing, and you've already just sucked out what little precious oxygen you had. Right. But if you were smart, you might have shut all the other doors around it and then vented out just that room. But you have to do that manually. Like, you have to click on each door, and every second counts sometimes.
Wow, that's really intense.
FTL is intense. Into the Breach is more a mind strategy game. I liked both, though. Both are really great, and they're not that expensive I would say, on the Switch. So those are good. Good games to play if anyone's out there and looking for just like a game you can sit on the couch and play and watch something.
Yeah, sounds very appealing. I'm gonna check it out.
Well, I think do you have anything else to say about this?
I don't.
Okay, well, I think we can move on to our next topic, which is our thumbs up and up.
Thumbs up and up. Did you like the little thing I made for it?
I did, with the little ching.
Yeah, I wanted to pick 3 iconic coin sounds. So I went with 2 different Mario ones, and then I got to get the Sonic ring sound in there.
Yeah, the Sonic ring sound. I heard that. Yeah. Oh wait, you have to do the wait. How do you do it? Do it again.
Thumbs up and up.
There you go. Someday I'll learn how to do this podcast. Chris, I know you listen to this guy. I think you or Kara are the ones that got me on this guy. But for my thumbs up and up, I am giving it to Philip DeFranco in his interview with Fauci that he did recently. Dr. Fauci. He asked some great questions. It was a nice, kind of relaxed behind the scenes almost. It was nice to see he let fans ask some questions. It wasn't so much press release. Also, he didn't have Trump breathing down his neck. Yeah.
I actually have a Philip DeFranco related claim to fame. In the 2012 presidential debates, Philip DeFranco used to have a channel called SourceFed, and they were doing live fact checking of the debate, and then afterwards they had a discussion, and Philip DeFranco laughed at and read one of my tweets live on YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah, the tweet was binders full of women is what Mitt Romney calls the part of his basement where he keeps wives 2 through 8. And it was crazy to me because I tweeted it whatever, this is funny, and it ran across the ticker.
And then you watched the episode a week or a couple days later.
No, I was watching it live. But which was even better.
Oh, I
was watching it live, and it ran across the ticker at the bottom, and then 10 minutes later he goes, "I'm just gonna read off a couple of tweets we got here." So he goes through and he reads 4 or 5, and then he gets to mine and he chuckles, shakes his head, and then he just goes, "Gorky Romano says," and then reads my tweet, and I was like, "Oh my God, what?"
Nice.
Yeah.
Little claim of fame.
Little claim of flame.
Yeah, little claim of flame.
That's a new segment. Anytime we humble brag, it's our little claim of flame.
Little claim of flame. I think that sounds better. But yeah, I give Dr. Fauci's answers to Franco's questions about coronavirus a thumbs up and up.
Nice.
Chris, what do you got for me?
And it's a responsible thing to thumbs up.
It is. Well, I feel like that's a really good get for him.
Mm-hmm.
If anything's going to get him attention, was that. People are sitting at home and they just want every bit of information they can.
Yeah.
And now he is just going to be... Do you know what I don't like about him, though?
Who?
And I don't know. I want to know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
What's with all the jump cuts?
Oh, it's just...
Is there an explanation behind it?
He does it kind of for the sake of time, but then it's also because it's something that he's always done. So it's kind of it's almost like a meme at this point. So because early on what he would so in his really old videos, there were a ton of jump cuts when he used to edit himself, because what he would do is he had a script on his computer that he would bring up and read. And then when he couldn't get it, when he couldn't remember what else to say, he'd have to bring it up and read it again. So he'd have to jump cut a lot. So it became a thing that he just embraces now. It's just a thing he does because it's kind of expected of him.
It's jarring to watch, not as bad to listen to.
Right.
So
yeah, I totally get that.
But other than that, I like a lot of his standards that he has about the show. If there's a murderer or a killer or something, he doesn't say their name because it's just I just want them to be erased from history.
Yeah,
and I get that. It's he'll say the names of every victim and stuff, but
right. Yeah, I mean he's definitely got some solid ethical standards when it comes to
a little bias
executing.
Though. I mean, he's definitely Democratic bias.
He's actually probably honestly more of a centrist libertarian than he is a full-blown Dem.
Okay.
He's a gun owner and very much in favor of smaller government and less interference, that sort of thing.
Is that what that is? That's what a libertarian is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, they hate big
I would
government.
say I'm probably that then too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get into this nonsense. Because I feel like anything I say doesn't change anything.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you as an individual might not, but if a bunch of people who feel the same way as you say something, it could make a difference.
I doubt that. We don't want people to think the same as me, Chris.
Yeah.
Because... I mean, Corona's taking its time. You put someone like me in charge, I'll get you to the end real quick. This planet will be on. I'll have this planet melted down and sold to another planet that has no life on it or something. Chris, what do we give your thumbs up and up to?
That's a good question. I haven't really thought about it.
You? How dare you?
Well,
you won't play Animal Crossing with me. You won't give me a up and up, thumbs up and up.
I will say another, not that they're gonna get really too much help from us, I'm sure, but Funhaus on YouTube is my favorite gaming channel.
I gotta get into them.
What I really love about them is
Should I subscribe to them?
It took me a long time, Ty, because on the surface they look
have this bro kind of vibe.
Yes,
to them.
I used to think the same thing until I started watching them. Honestly, if you want to give them a shot, ask Kara to suggest some videos. She is perfect.
Who?
At Kara. She loves Funhaus.
Oh.
And she's perfect at picking out...
Wait, my sister?
Yeah. Yeah. But she is perfect at picking out specific videos that she thinks someone will enjoy to get them into it.
Gotcha.
But what I love about Funhaus is it reminds me of when I was a kid hanging out with friends and watching them play video games, or us taking turns playing video games.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the times the games that they're playing are completely ancillary and you're tuning in for them interacting with each other. And I'm really excited because today they brought back, they do seasons. Every few weeks, a different themed video will cycle out and a new one or an old one cycles back in. And this morning they brought back Demo Disc, which is one of my absolute favorite.
Yeah, I think that's the only ones I've ever really watched. I do like them. Which is their new one? Which is the one you're giving the thumbs up and up to? I'll watch that one.
It's the one that just came out today. It's called Bruce is Back to Freak Your Mind demo disc.
Excellent.
So their old like CFO or CEO left to do stuff independently and came back for the start of the demo disc series again. But like,
which one's
like Bruce is the one who left. He is like the kind of thinning hair, wearing shorts. He's not the one who's in the front and not the super handsome one.
That is, man. Why do I know this guy? Why does he look familiar?
Bruce Green. He used to be in Machinima. Like, he used to be a higher up at Machinima. He used to do Inside Gaming and The Know, and worked at G4 Tech TV.
That's where I know him.
Yeah. But
wow, Tech TV.
A lot of these guys did. James and Adam both worked at G4. That's where the three of them met.
Did you ever watch a show called Screensavers?
Yes.
Like, so old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a great show. I couldn't even describe it to you. It was like This Old House, but with computers. Should have made sense.
No, that's exactly what it was. That's a perfect way to describe it. Such a weird show. Not sure why it existed, but man, oh man, was it interesting.
I know, right? It was like watching Bob Ross or something.
Yeah.
It just had this... I remember one episode, they were just seeing how many USB cords they could daisy chain together till it like couldn't pass the signal anymore. Like that was an episode.
But yeah, so Funhaus altogether, but definitely the demo disc series and the fact that, you know, YouTube is really pulling out ahead in this time. Like, in the time of quarantine, I'm happy that there's still content being created, and I'm happy that people are still able to do it and are like being successful with it. And I'm very appreciative of it.
I mean, our podcast is
absolutely
killing it.
But we can't give ourselves a thumbs up and up, Ty.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But
once we get that golden play button,
I'll give Funhaus my thumbs up and up of the week.
I like it. Yeah, I should try. I need something new to listen to. And I know Elise is there now.
Yeah, Elise has been there for quite a while. She's married to James, and they are hilarious. Like, they are so.
Oh, Elise is
funny.
Amazing. If you ever want to watch, because I believe IGN was the one that bought the rights to it. If you could find the old game trailers,
I've watched.
She
a bunch
did
of them per
weekend
your
update,
suggestion.
So I forget easy update. I think it was easy update.
But two that she really shines in, and they're two of Kara's favorites, is they play this game called Band Manager, where they all dress up as different singers, and it's it's like some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen on YouTube.
Yeah, I would watch. I always liked Elise. Elise was funny.
Yeah, her videos are always. I'll tell Kara to curate you a list of Elise heavy ones. Because the videos that she like produces are often some of the like silliest.
She's
craziest
so
ones.
off the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, her and Ian Hink, when they got together, they would just make the best stuff. Fantastic. Well, I guess we're getting to the end of our show here.
We're about an hour and 20-ish minutes.
Usually what it is.
Any plugs?
Any plugs? I have one. Give me 1 second. Actually, she's probably asleep now. 1 second. What's your plug? You got anything?
Just my social media at Gorky Romano on everything. Stay tuned. I have a new podcast in the works called White Men Can't Bump. It's a hip hop podcast.
What?
Where my friend Bill and I are going to talk about hip hop music, artists we love, new music, all that sort of stuff.
Wow.
It was definitely a situation where I thought of the name, and then I thought the name was so good that I was like, I got to make this a thing. Because
what's the name again?
White Men Can't Bump. Instead of White Men Can't Jump.
Oh.
And the artwork for the podcast are going to be my friend Bill and I dressed as Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson. Like the box art from White Men Can't Jump. So there's a teaser for everybody who's listening. But I had a realization a couple weeks ago that hip hop and rap music is like, it must be my favorite genre because it's the only like style of music that I still actively pursue like new musicians in. Whereas like all of the like emo and alt and punk, it's all stuff that like I've been into for years.
It's just been crystallized.
Right. Whereas like almost every rap artist I like right now, I have like found within the last year. And like that has kind of just been the trend year to year, is like I find a handful of new rappers or hip hop artists that I really like. Which I know because
Chris,
of how
we are so different.
I'm so oppressively white that it is surprising, I know.
I mean, I listen to weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like rap. I like hip hop. There's nothing. The only genre of music I don't like is country.
Yeah, I mean, there's some country though.
Country is the hallmark of music.
Not all of it, man. There's this new dude. He released an album last year. His name is Orville Peck. I love his music, man. It's country, but it's like old school style, like outlaw country.
Okay, see, that's fine. I'll rethink my statement there. Country music now,
radio country
is like is like the hallmark cards of
hick
music.
hop. That's what I like to call it. It's hick hop.
It's hick what?
Hick hop instead of hip hop.
Oh,
because it's rednecks doing essentially the same thing as rappers do, just poorly.
I think it's just pandering.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think it's just so pandering and just not believable.
But do you have your phone on you?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to send you a picture of what Orville Peck looks like because I want to hear your reaction.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, I would like to send a plug out to the Burlington County Animal Alliance, which is where we got Penelope.
Nice.
A lot of shelters are in dire need of getting these dogs adopted because they are running on a skeleton crew, and they are just their only alternative is going to be to put them down. So if anybody has the ability and is kind of thinking about getting a dog, hopefully you listen to the beginning of this podcast. I don't know why you would just tune in at the end, but I think I described the experience pretty well. It was very safe.
Mm-hmm.
It
sounded it.
And they took it very serious. So if anyone's interested in a dog, they're, not just here, but anywhere. Don't have to go with the Burlington County Animal Alliance. But, if you could do something, you'd be quarantined with a cute little puppy.
Who better to be quarantined with?
Exactly. I mean, she has been literally laying on my lap the entire podcast.
Aww.
On her back
so
with her legs in the air.
So she's yours.
Oh yeah. She follows me.
Sounds like you're gonna have to get another one.
Nope, this one's mine. If we get another one, it cheapens her.
That's true. It's like printing money.
It's like having a second kid. There's some parents in this that listen to us, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, my God. What is he?
Yeah, he's the fucking coolest is what he is. He wears
Is he like the Sia of
sort
country
of
music?
He wears a bandit's mask that has tassels that hang down to his like upper chest, and then he also dresses like a cowboy. Like he's coolest motherfucker in the world.
Why is his face black? Does he paint his face black?
No, that's his mask.
He has a mask.
Yeah.
Oh.
He wears like a bandit's mask.
I see. The picture's kind of dark. I see. I had to zoom in. Okay. And then it's tassels along the bottom.
Yep.
Huh. I like his coat.
Yeah, and
That's a cool coat.
his country music he's making is very good.
But you said it was like cuz that's the thing, like I'll listen to like country music that was old was good.
Yeah. It's much more Johnny Cash than it is any of the
like
new
that.
stuff.
That's what he would when he died. When Johnny Cash died, is he alive?
No,
he's not.
He's not.
I thought he was alive.
Johnny Cash?
Isn't he?
No, he died a while ago.
When did I miss that? 2003.
Yeah. I was gonna say I was like very young.
I thought he was still kicking around like Ozzy. How is Ozzy alive?
I know, right? Him and all of the Rolling Stones are miracles.
And the Stones still sound amazing. They can still put on a show.
Yeah.
And with the amount of dude, honestly. Drugs do not shorten your life.
No, it doesn't seem that way. As long as you can survive them,
I guess
your life later on.
Whew. Wow, what an episode!
It was a real doozy.
I'm sick.
Yeah,
I do not feel well.
That's not good, man.
I kind of feel a little bit better. I'm on a lot of pills. Whew, I got all my back pills and my nerve pain pills. And I took some Motrin. Some ibuprofen.
You're like a 1940s movie star over here.
I know, right? You need a little like snuff box.
Yeah, you should be in the talkies. Well, do you have anything else for the people, Ty?
People, send us love. Follow us on Facebook. Twitter.
And upNup Pod everywhere. Literally everywhere.
Up. It's UPNUPPOD.
Yes.
Everywhere you go. Except no substitutes.
Nope. We're the cream of the crop.
Take with food.
Cream rises to the top.
Yep. Cream of the top.
What was the other one we did earlier? Cream of the top is the name of this episode. Absolutely. Hold on. I got to write that down.
Cream of the top.
I can't remember the other one.
It was something flame. Crap. Claim to flame.
Yes, claim to flame.
Bam.
This podcast is going to get a limited release, and in some markets it's going to be cream of the top, and other markets it's going to be claim to flame.
Oh, I love it. We should have... All right, so listen, let's say something now, and then we'll cut it.
Water buffalo.
And then we'll say something else, and then we could have two separate
endings.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like a variant.
Yeah. and you can question yourself at home which version you got.
All right, Chris, tell me what your least favorite game of 2020 has been.
Probably Madden 20.
Nice.
It's just been broken from the start, and they haven't really done anything to fix it. And they add in new things to like kind of put lipstick on the pig, but it like just doesn't like live up. Like I mean, I guess that didn't come out in 2020, but that's within the past year, so I'm counting it.
I'll count it.
But it's just like they created this game mode called Superstar KO, which is pretty fun, where you pick a coach, you get a stock team, and then you draft 3 players randomly selected to be on the team who are like household names, players you know, and have different ability levels. And then if you win the first game, you get to draft a 4th player. And if you win the second game, you get to draft a 5th player. And then if you win the third game, you get to draft a 6th player and then play the final game. And then you just are done. Like, there's no reward. It's just like, cool, you did it.
That's
like,
awful.
I want it to keep going. You know what I mean? I want to be able to get on a streak where, like, all 53 players on my team are superstars if I can win 53 games in a row.
I like it.
What about you, Ty? Most disappointed?
All right, cut. That I played this year. I haven't played too many bad games this year. I want to say, okay, one game that I really wanted to be good because I wanted to kind of play it with Fletcher because he's so into dinosaurs. I got Jurassic World Evolution, which is the basically make your own Jurassic Park. And the first hour or two was great. And then it tops out real quick.
Yeah.
And
I've heard that.
Like nothing else goes on. You eventually just get so much money. You just can't lose. There's like no challenge. You could just basically, it's like if after you play for an hour, somebody starts typing in like the Sims cash code in the background. You literally just start making more money than you could possibly spend.
That's crazy.
And it just kind of takes the fun out. I know like games like that are sometimes fun when you can really kind of create your own and design stuff. It's the same. You make a pen, you put a dinosaur in it. It's the same. You can upgrade that fence, but that's it. Like you're just making pens over and over and over again. There's not that much variety. Every building that you make only has like one purpose, and I hate that. I like when you get a building and then that like also unlocks other stuff to other buildings. It's basically you get to build this building and it does this one thing and that's all it does. And if you're not doing that one thing, you forget it. The building's useless. Like you could build stuff, upgrade everything, and then delete the building. It doesn't give you any purpose to have it anymore. So I don't know. It was disappointing. I was sad because I really wanted to build a cool park and then just have Fletcher click through it all and see all the dinosaurs. And, just kind of unceremonious.
Yeah, that really sucks. I could imagine that would be super disappointing when you're looking forward to, playing a game with
I haven't.
your kid.
The only game that me and the kid, really, really got into that he absolutely loves is Peggle.
Everyone loves Peggle.
Dude, I love Peggle. I heard that there is a Peggle RPG out.
Really?
That's on Steam, Greenlight.
Ooh.
Or early access.
That's exciting.
I kind of wish I knew what it was. The pup is dreaming.
I heard that was so cute.
Redguard. Redguard is a fantasy RPG similar to Peggle. You get to you choose a character, you level up, you get special attacks and abilities.
What's it called?
Redguard. R-E-D. Oh no, Round Guard. That makes more sense. I saw that in the news.
Oh wait.
But yeah, the kid loves
on.
Peggle.
It says it's on Apple Arcade.
Oh, is that where it is? That's the subscription one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
But it's free for a portion now.
Ooh. might try it out.
It is on Apple Arcade.
Oh, man.
Boy, that's tempting.
You know what? I don't want to extend this podcast too much longer, but there's a Capcom game that came out that I believe is the first Apple. I think it originated on Apple.
Oh yeah.
And now it came over. Yeah, exactly. Shinseki, Into the Depths.
I've heard really good things about that game.
I know. It's a Metroidvania, which has just got me peaked real quick. I heard it has this very kind of closer camera. It's like a lot more claustrophobic. And you can, when you upgrade your character, you see it more, like visually. But yeah, Apple Arcade came over to the Nintendo Switch, so interesting. So maybe we can hope that, because I feel like a Peggle RPG on the Switch is where it's at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Like that would scratch an itch while you're like waiting for a bus.
Yeah, there's a bunch of games that I've heard, like Sayonara Wild Hearts and Grindstone are two specifically that I've heard that are Apple Arcade only games that are like super good.
Yeah,
I may do it. I may spring for Apple Arcade for a little bit here and just see.
You get like a month free or something?
Yep, 1 month free. Then it's $4.99 a month after that.
Oh, I mean, play what you can for a month. Alrighty. Cool, so we'll cut that.
Yep.
Special edition episodes, baby. Only on the upNup do we force you to listen to 2 different podcasts to get a 5-minute bit. Gotta get those clicks, baby.
You have to. What are we going to do if we didn't, you know?
I think the YouTube one should be the full one. Get both.
Okay.
We'll have three variants. I love it. All right. Well, I guess with that, chins up.